everyone, welcome back to Ask Sam. I hope you've all had a wonderful week. Today I want to come and talk to you about LinkedIn. So I received a question. Somebody wanted to know how can they start to promote themselves, the services they can offer on LinkedIn. So I can imagine a lot of people will be going through this, especially if you're kind of had a professional role or professional corporate job for a while, and maybe you're thinking, okay, maybe I can do my own thing, starting small or just kind of starting out. And how do I get people interested and to know of the professional services that I can offer and the experiences I've had? So LinkedIn is a networking platform for professional people. On average, most people on LinkedIn earn 65,000 a year plus. Often they're sort of part of corporate or big organizations, graduates, postgraduates, students, people looking for work experience. So it's definitely a professional website. You kind of won't be seeing people there in their bikinis or any of those kind of things. So it's completely different to like your Facebook or your Instagram. But definitely if you're looking to go into business, and you think you have something that you can offer to other people, skills or sort of technical ability, that's the place where you really need to be pushing and marketing yourself. To set up your profile, it's free, but then also you can pay for sort of premium listing, and that gives you sort of extra, more visibility and other different extras. You can direct message certain people, etc. But I can go into that in more detail if anybody wants to know. A little bit more about LinkedIn. LinkedIn has sort of like plus 500,000 subscribers. So imagine that's sort of like all these people all over the world who you can have access to. So that's what makes it such a powerful place to be. To start off with, you really should spend time, I'd say, probably on the platform, maybe seeing how it works, seeing how people interact, see people who might be similar to you in your field, just researching and looking sort of how the platform works. I've been on there for a little while. I was kind of like encouraged to go on there from a really good friend of mine, because I've had my own business for a while, but it's retail based. So I deal with customers. I kind of have people come through the door. It's very different to sort of my digital marketing agency, which is usually business to business, or maybe sort of like me providing a service for brands or startups. So it's a different kind of level and it's a different interaction you have with these people. So LinkedIn has been created for that. So to start off with, I'd say the first thing, spend time, have a look, have a little play, see how it works. Second thing I would say is definitely you've got to set up your profile. So profile is your picture, and then I would say it's like a simplified online CV. You have opportunities to link to past companies you've worked with. You can link for your education, where you've been to university, college, school, and you'll also find that it will suggest other people who have also studied the same places as you, or who have worked with you in the same departments, that kind of thing. Your profile picture, I think, is nice to have a smile, but remember it's business. So you want to be warm and welcoming, but you don't kind of want to be not taken seriously. So I think a nice professional picture always does the trick, and it makes people feel at ease, like they know you already. Also, it's really important to put a really good, concise description about what you do and what your services are. If you can be as sort of simplified as possible, I think you kind of get better interactions. Whereas sort of traditionally you'd be maybe looking for a job in a specific field, you'd look in the newspaper, or maybe you'd look at the sort of like online at sort of agencies, that kind of thing. LinkedIn is completely different. You have to look at it sort of like a big sea of opportunity. You have to make yourself stand out. So if you have a catchy tagline or a phrase, or even just sort of like a mantra that you go by, for example, I don't know, if you were like a personal assistant, you'd be like, I ensure my clients are always happy. I'm always happy to do my best. I exceed expectations. Those kind of things that kind of make people think, like maybe we'd give this lady a chance, or maybe we'd sort of have a look further down, see what experience she has. Maybe we'll send her an email, or maybe we'll send her a job opportunity. So you really kind of have to make sure that you're standing out and showing yourself to the best you could possibly be. For tips on that as well, you can look at other people similar to you in your similar fields, see what they're saying, but just sort of take your time. You know, they say you only have the first one time to make a good impression, and the first impression. So spend time on your profile. I can also help you with that if anybody wants to send me a link or ask for my opinion. I do that quite a lot for my friends and sort of some of my clients who are sort of looking to transition into different roles. So that's the first thing, is the profile. The next thing I would say is the engagement. Now, I think this goes for all social media, but obviously because this is a professional website and you are looking potentially to attract clients or to maybe get asked to go for a role or a promotion or a new position in a different company to maybe where you're working already, it's really important you engage. Nobody knows who you are if you are not engaging. So to start off with, I would follow people similar to me, people I admire, people who are sort of talking about similar things that I'm interested in. So think about the things, the field you're in. So, okay, for example, say for me, I'm doing digital marketing. So I follow people who are talking about digital marketing. I follow people who are talking about tech news, follow people who are talking about innovation, follow people who are talking about motivation, follow people who are talking about inspirational things, follow people who are self-employed, follow people who are starting their self-employed journey. So it's sort of, a lot of the things are sort of things I'm interested in, but then also things are directly related to what I do for work, for my work, what I do for an income. So if you're looking to network and connect, you have to engage. Often, sort of in the corporate world or sort of in your place of work, your friends can tell you about job opportunities or people will recommend you because they've worked with you before. But this is completely different. This is the World Wide Web. So you have to stand out. People need to be like, oh yes, that person knows what she's talking about. She made a comment about that, or she gave a different insight or a different point of view. That is like your online chance to shine, and also it's your online chance to show what you know. If you have really great organizational tips, or you find it really easy to sort of organize people or sort of strategize or plan events, that kind of thing, you have a chance to shine. You can just go on a post, make a comment, make your own post, ask questions. There's so many professional people who have years of experience. Everybody loves to share on LinkedIn. So you can even put posts, do daily posts if you feel you want to do that. And also encourage other people. So it's just about you talking online, I suppose, every day to people so they know who you are. You get more followers also, but also you're in people's minds that, okay, that person knows what they're talking about. So if there's an opportunity, you'll get invited. There's networking events. And it's just really great to just find a place where there's like-minded people. And these people don't necessarily need to be based in the same area, place where you are, or even the same country. I talk to a lot of people from America, Australia, India. So that's really great. I really enjoy that. So that's number 2. Number 3 is consistency. You cannot go on LinkedIn for an hour a week and expect to see results. You need to be there daily. I don't know, make an hour, kind of, if you can't do a full hour, just break it up into half an hour in the morning, half an hour in the evening. You need to be looking at it kind of like how you would watch a TV program. So, I don't know, maybe once or twice a week your favorite TV program comes on. You can be on LinkedIn like that as well. So half an hour a day, an hour a day, be on LinkedIn, check your profile. You might have learned new skills. You might have something new to offer. So make sure you're continuously updating any new things that you have on your profile. And then also your engagement. So go through your feed, see what people are talking about, engage with them, make comments. Don't just like the post, make a comment. Even if it's just something like, oh, I don't understand, could you explain this more? People love that. It shows that you're willing to learn. It shows that you're open. Also, there's a thing on LinkedIn as well, which is kind of like a recruitment thing. So a lot of kind of agencies and recruitment companies are on LinkedIn. So you'll see job opportunities will pop up as well. If you're looking for a job, reply, get the details, like apply for the job. You never know where that might lead you. It might not be the exact job that you're looking for, but if you go to the interview, if you make a really good impression, sometimes you will be shortlisted, or they'll keep your details for maybe other opportunities, and you've made your mark. My biggest thing is sort of, I haven't worked in corporate before. I've worked in big companies, but it was like a long time ago. But I always remember feeling like I was just a number, and nobody knew actually who I was or what I did. As long as I turned up to work and did what I was expected to do, that's what people really wanted you to do. But when you're self-employed, or you're working for yourself, or you're trying to set up your own organization, it's a completely different thing. You have to be yourself. People need to know who you are. You don't have that big brand. You know, like, you don't work for, I don't know, Shell, or you don't work for Barclays Bank. You know, like, you don't have that kind of big name above your name anymore. You have to be your own name. You have to really believe in what you do and what value you can give to people. That's also another thing as well I should have added with the profile. What services can you do that can benefit somebody else? So when somebody's looking at your profile, if you're a project manager, for example, if I'm looking to employ a project manager, I want somebody who's organized, who I can employ, who I can work with, who is going to get my project done. So you need to put that as part of your profile. If that's your main aim, project management, if that's your main goal or your main love, you need to put that as part of your profile, that you will get the job done. You're very conscientious, you're very organized. These are all the things you need to put. You need to sell yourself. And I think they're the people that stand out, and I think they're the people that really get the opportunities. So I hope I've answered the question. If you want more information, then please feel free to message below. If you've got any tips or words of wisdom, please add them below. I will list down the main points that I've made in the video. And of course, ask Sam if you want to know anything more, if there's anything you think I should be discussing, or you'd like be interested in my insight, or just anything you could give me, any tips or any advice would be great to hear. I really love doing the videos, and thank you so much for your support and for watching. So until next time, have a wonderful day. Thank you. Don't forget to comment, like and subscribe, and I'll check in with you soon. Bye.